So, hello students, welcome back again. So, today we are going to discuss on basic concepts of aggregate pipeline. So, I will take a collection here by name shipment. I drop it. Click on connect now. It will ask for connection. So, click on yes. So, collection is dropped. So, I am now going to freshly insert this documents into collection. So, basis consists of ID, which is similar to primary key, followed by item name, price, quantity, and date of bill. So first item name is blue box. Second, light red box. Next is green box. Next is white box and blue box and red box, black box and red box. So green box and so on. Green box again. So I'll freshly insert this records into collection. So click here on play button here. Click on yes. So 10 records has been successfully inserted. So coming to very first query. So query states that you have to find out total price, average quantity and sum of quantity and number of records in the document. So total price is calculated by multiplying price and quantity. Later all the results will be added together. So here is the query, this one query. So DB shipment aggregate. So group by function is to group. Here since id underscore id is equal to null means entire this one will be grouped into single, entire record will be grouped into single. So total price, it is calculated by multiplying price and quantity. Later the results will be added here. So average quantity is very simple. You have to calculate average of quantity. Field here you have to specify here. Sum of quantity, you have to specify dollar sum followed by the field name. So it calculates the sum of the quantity. So next is you have to count the number of records. Number of records means you have to use dollar sum colon 1. It will return the number of records. So basically here are the explanation here. Group means it will group all the documents into single group. So ID underscore id null means there are no grouping field here. All the records are combined. So total price is calculated by multiplying price and quantity. Later the results will be added. So average quantity is simple. You know how to calculate average quantity. I had discussed earlier. Sum of quantity also is easier. You to specify the operator dollar sum followed by the field name. Here also, in order to find the average of the quantity, you have to specify dollar average followed by the field name. That is dollar quantity within the codes. Next, number of records. Now, for counting number of records, you have to just specify within curly braces dollar sum colon 1. It gives you total number of records. So, for example, consider scenario. Before that, I will execute the query. Before taking on second example, I will execute the query. So here I will click on the play button. Click on yes. So here you can see it has grouped entire records into single group. So total price it has calculated. It has come 2290. Average quantity, that is average of quantity 20.5. Sum of quantity is 205. Number of records are 10. So we'll come to second example here. So second example, imagine that if a collection contains price and quantity. Price is 100, quantity is 2, price 50, quantity 4, price 80, quantity 1. So how do you do calculation here? So total price. So total price is calculated by multiplying price and quantity. You need to first multiply price and quantity. 100 into 2 plus 5 into 4 plus 80 into 1. So here it is 100 into 2 plus 50 into 4 plus 80 into 1. That gives you 480. So average of quantity, you have to calculate average of 241. That is 241 gives you 7. 7 divided by 3, it gives you 2.33. So sum of quantity, you need to sum the quantity. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 is the result. Number of records, there are 3 records here. So if we got the logic. So next query is, so you have to, for a query for each box, light red box, that is green box, white box, red box, black box and blue box. You have to find out total price, average quantity, sum of quantity for number of records. So here you should find out total price, average quantity, sum of quantity, number of records for respective boxes. That is various boxes. That is light red box, green box, white box, red box, and black box, blue box separately. So for green box, I have calculated manually. What is the total price? Here you can see 800 it comes. You can take the total price. Total price obtained by multiplying price and quantity. Price 10 into 30. Here I done 10 into 30. So next is green box. For I'm calculating total price for only green box here. 10 into 30 plus later green box is there 20 into 10. Later will go up box, that is again green box is there 10 into 30. So clearly you can see result is 800. Next you have to calculate the average quantity. That is average quantity is 30 for blue box, sorry, for green box 30, green box 10, 30, 10, 30, 10, 30. So that gives you 70 divided by 3, 23.33. So sum of quantity you can calculate it. Sum of quantity 30, 10, 30, 10, 30. That gives you 70. So number of records is 3. So same calculation I applied for the blue box also. So here if you are calculating for more than one box, you have to make sure that it is enclosed within the square brackets and you should use dollar $in operator. So match here item, it will match the boxes, different types of boxes, dollar $in. So it will match these boxes. So group by ID, you are grouping based on the item name. It will be split into lead right box, green box, white box, red box, and black box, and blue box respectively. So total price, average quantity, sum of quantity, number of records, what will be calculated for different boxes. That is light red box, green box, white box, red box, black box, blue box, respectively. So we'll execute this query and find out the result. Meanwhile, I'll comment it this one. You can see the for white box, what is the total price, average quantity, sum quantity, and number of records. Similarly for green box, blue box, and light red box, black box, and red box. You can remove one of the box if you don't require. If requirement is there, if you have to remove that light red box, you can remove this. So now this calculation applies only to green box, white box, red box, and black box. You can remove even the face if it's not required red box. You can see the calculation for black box, white, blue, and green box. So as I told you, sort is used to sort. So we execute this query. I have to uncomment this one. Execute it. Clearly, you can see based on ID, it has been sorted. P comes first, letter G, later. If you want to sort on based on total price, we can give it here. It will sort on total price in ascending order, smallest to largest. So total price you come to see here for white box, it is the lowest. So black box total price is 300, for blue box is 450, for green box is 800. So here is the basic explanation what the query does. It matches filters only these boxes. So groups will group the data by box. So total price will be average quantity, sum of quantity, number of records will be calculated. So when we sort operator, it sorts in ascending order. So next query is you have to find out query for a particular box, that is green box. For particular green box only you have to find out total price, that is average quantity, sum of quantity, and number of records. So I have calculated for green box manually. Here I have calculated this average quantity, sum of quantity, and number of records. So here db shipment dot aggregate. So this is the pipeline. So inside the pipeline, if you are matching user, if you are calculating a particular box, you have to give dollar of match followed by item name. That is green box. So group by here in actually group you are using making use all the aggregate functions. Some max, min, count, some this one, average function and all. So group by using ID green box. So total price of green box. So in order to calculate total price, you have to multiply price and quantity, and later you have to add the results together. So green box average quantity, you have to make use of dollar AVG followed by field name. That is quantity, dollar quantity. Find out sum of quantity, you have to make use of dollar sum followed by the field name dollar QTY, that is quantity. So to count number of records, you have to make use of dollar sum colon 1. I'll execute this query. So you can see the results here. Green box, it has calculated total price. Total price is 800. You can see here I calculate manually to 800. So green box average quantity is 23.3. So it has calculated here manually. So sum of quantity is 70. I have calculated 70 here. So number of records is 3. So it has calculated. So next is you have to query, you have to write a query. Next requirement is you have to group by build date. That is, you have to group by build date and display these fields. Calculate this total price, average quantity, sum of quantity, number of sales. See, this query is same as above. Only thing is group by ID. You have to replace it by Here, date of bill. That's all. So it will be grouped according to date. So next is you have to calculate total price, average quantity, and sum quantity, number of sales. I have explained earlier how to do these calculations. So directly I will execute. So basically based on dates, it has grouped dates. You can see here dates. Based on dates, it has grouped and calculated total price, average quantity, sum of quantity, and number of sales for respective dates. So these are basically explanation. So next requirement is uh, you have to calculate the total price, average quantity, number of records, number of sales. So between the dates sold, that is, you have to find the details of the product sold group by item. That is by calculate total price, average quantity, number of records, number of sales between the range. There is a date range between 5/12/2014 and 13/4/2020. So for date range, you have to make use of match criteria. Dollar match. You have to provide the field name followed by greater than or equal to and lesser than or equal to. You have to provide the date range between the range 5/12/2014 and 13/4/2020. So hence your group by ID, you are grouping according to the item name. Then they are doing calculation of calculating total price, average quantity, and number of sales. So clearly you can see the results here. You can see the results. For this, so these are basic explanations. So guys, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in next video. Thank you for listening.